As an ambassador, I basically have two jobs. One is that it's my responsibility to be the personal representative of the President of the United States and the people of the United States here in Canada.
The U.S. Ambassador to Canada, David Jacobson.
The other side of the responsibility is for me to try to understand as best I can what's going on here in Canada so that I can explain to the people back in Washington what's happening and how they ought to respond to Canadian interests.
But during the Olympics, the ambassador has a special job.
Here in the Olympics, my job is to cheer on my team.
The ambassador has a busy schedule, and he was on Shaw Television in Canada just the other day.
I have been to the opening ceremonies, skiing up at Whistler, the luge, long course speed skating, the short track speed skating, into hockey. It has been frantic. We are having just the best time.
But his favorite event is not even a sport. It is in the heart of Vancouver.
I have really enjoyed being out on the streets here in Vancouver. The Canadian people are so proud of what's going on, and justifiably proud. It's just been great.
Ambassador Jacobson was assigned to a presidential delegation which was led by Vice President Biden.
They had a great time. He joked before he left that he had asked the president if he could stay for a couple more days, and the president said he needed him back in Washington, but he had a great time.
And the ambassador would not turn down the invitation to the delegation.
When the President of the United States asks you to do something, you just do it. Pretty much that's the deal.
The ambassador has known President Obama for 10 years and helped in his campaign.
The first meeting I went to, there were 4 people and 2 desks and 2 chairs, and 2 of us had to sit on the floor, and it kind of grew a little bit after that.
As for his favorite moment at the 2010 Winter Olympics, he just can't pinpoint one.
There are a lot of them. It's hard to pick one, but if I had to, I would say the women's downhill up at Whistler. First of all, I got to watch it sitting next to Nancy Greene, who is the great Canadian skier and was voted the Canadian female athlete of the 20th century. So that in and of itself was great. And then the winner was Lindsey Vonn, and in second place was Julia Mancuso. And after the race, I got to go down and congratulate Lindsey and Julia on their performance, and that was really pretty special.
So what about the next Olympics, you may ask?
And now, will you be going to the London Olympics?
You know, it's funny you ask that. My wife and I talked about it. The British ambassador is a friend of ours, but we both said that we don't think this is our first Olympics, and we don't think we ever want to go to another Olympics because this one was so great that it could never be topped.
Okay. Thank you, Ambassador Jacobson. I'm Daniel Wetter for Scholastic Kids Press Corps in Vancouver.